Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gracias Music Foundation kickoff event here in Los Angeles. We're very pleased to have you here tonight. Thank you for venturing out in the rain. It was uncommon that we had it here in LA, and we had to delay the start a little bit to give some people time to get here. For those, the restrooms are just over there to the left if you head back to the door that you came in on, in case you needed to know. My name is Jason de Villiers, and I've known the Gracias Choir for about 11 years, and pleased to get to introduce you to them tonight. As a kid growing up in South Africa, opportunities were limited in a single-parent family home. So when extracurricular activities were offered to us, I'm the one who lost out on learning to play the piano, play the guitar. My sister got that opportunity. So that's why I believe in what this foundation stands for. It's offering opportunities to the youth that may never get these. As the evening progresses, in this formal setting here, we'll hear more about what the organization's plans are here in Los Angeles. Without further ado, I'd please like to welcome Chairman David Benoyer to give us an introductory message.
Thank you, Jason. Did everyone get something to eat? Yes. We got to cover the important stuff first, right? So, first of all, let me thank you all very, very much. This is a Saturday night, and I know you probably have other plans typically on a Saturday. So we appreciate the fact that you took time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I think you're going to be very glad that you chose to come and be with us. Well, one of the things I'm kind of notorious for is telling jokes. So I don't want to disappoint you. I hope. So anyway, I want you to picture this. Moses, Jesus, and an old man are playing golf. Moses tees off. Ball's headed straight for the green, but it's about to drop into a water hazard. So Moses raises his golf club, the water hazard opens, and the ball lands on the green. So then Jesus tees up the ball, and he hits a really, really good shot. It's headed straight for the green, but it's going over the same water hazard. He sees it's about to drop into the water, so he drops to his knees and begins to pray. And the ball skips across the water, right up onto the green, and stops about 2 feet from the hole. So now the old man gets up, and he hits a mighty shot, and it's headed towards the same water hazard again. But just as it's about to drop into the water, a fish leaps out of the water and grabs the ball. And at the same time, an eagle swoops down out of the sky and grabs the fish. And then as the eagle's flying over the green, lightning strikes the eagle. The fish falls out of the eagle's mouth. He lands on the green, and the ball falls out of the fish's mouth and goes in the cup. Jesus leans over and says to Moses, "That's the last time I'm going to bite that." I hope you appreciate that. But the important thing is we are here to kick off a foundation about music. I don't know how many of you have had the opportunity to hear the Gracias Choir perform, but tonight, if you haven't, we will fill that square. We want to start a music foundation that provides the very best world-class instruction to people who perhaps wouldn't have an opportunity to do that. I think that there's a bunch of Isaac Perlmans and Yo-Yo Ma's and Wynton Marsalises out there in the world that we just have not discovered yet for various reasons. But through this foundation, we hope they have an opportunity to learn from the very best in the world. You know, I discovered as we prepared for this foundation that music is more than just what we listen to. I don't know if you would go back in time with me, I don't know what the Lone Ranger would be without the William Tell Overture, right? Anybody remember that? TV shows, they all have music. You can tell what's going to happen next based on the music. So music is a part of our everyday life. It permeates everything we do. What kind of a sporting event would we go to where there wouldn't be a seventh inning seventh inning break where there's music and a national anthem that inspires us as well? So music is a part of our very being, and that's what this foundation is all about. We want to instill in the hearts of young people a hope for an opportunity to excel in music. So we're running a little bit late. I have a lot of things I want to say, but I think one of my heroes in life is Teddy Roosevelt. Now, if anybody knows about Teddy Roosevelt, you know that as a young person, he was very sickly. He suffered from asthma and faced death a couple of times. But in spite of all of those things in front of him, he became somebody that was somewhat of a hero in the United States. As you know, he became a Rough Rider. And he was someone who had vision, someone who was able to set aside vast parts of our national heritage in national parks, Yosemite and Yellowstone. And more importantly than that, he's one of the 4 presidents that appear on the side of Mount Rushmore, alongside of people like Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson. So what I want to say to you is, he had a speech that he gave in France. He talked about the man in the arena. He said that the critic was the person that didn't count, the person who points out where things could have been done better. He said it's the man who's actually in the arena that gets the credit, the one who gets dirty and bloody, who at best has high achievement, and at worst, if he fails, still fails, working diligently and knows how it is to really give of yourself completely. So I guess what I want to say to you is, like Theodore Roosevelt, I want you to help us and get into the arena. I want you to be a part of this foundation, and that's why we asked you to come here tonight. So I'm not going to say anything more. Please enjoy whatever food you have left, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the program. Please enjoy the evening. Thank you very much again for coming.
Okay, at this time, we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. If we could have President Yong Jun-han please come up. Lincoln High School President Ju Soo-yoon, Treasurer Yoon-jin Kim, partner at Taylor and Lieberman, Annie Park, Aurora Capital Group, City of Glendale Mayor Paula Devine, Mayor of Monterey Park Peter Chan, Dr. Peter Nam of UC Riverside, Sean Tate of USC Family Schools, and Pastor Terry Henderson.
Also, Councilman Carpinian, please join us.
Oh, and Jacqueline Osho too, please. And Mr. Howard O.
Where is he?
Please bear with us. It's our first time doing this in Los Angeles. We're a little rusty. Please, no cutting fingers. We haven't hired a risk assessment manager.
Okay. On the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Round of applause.
Wonder what that means.
Okay. Yes. We got a couple of presentations to make. The 2 mayors that we have here in attendance have some certificates to present to the foundation.
All right. First of all, welcome to Glendale, to all of you. We're proud to have this foundation have its launching in our city. We are very focused on arts and culture and music and drama. We're getting a theater here in Glendale. We have the beautiful Alex Theater, and we hope that someday Gracias can come to Glendale to perform. I am a former educator. Now I'm the mayor, but in my previous life I always say I was a teacher. And I taught dance, I sang in a choir, I have a great affinity for the arts, for music. I used to have a little, I'll tell this very little, I used to have a little a card on my desk that said music is my life. Because I love music. And I'm so happy to be here today to launch this foundation and wish you all the best of luck. David, can I ask you to hold the mic while I read your commendation?
Okay.
Thank you. Mayor's commendation presented to Gracias Music Foundation in recognition of your ribbon cutting and concert performance at the Glendale Civic Auditorium. Your organization's aspirations to share the gift of music with local communities is greatly appreciated. On behalf of the City of Glendale, I wish your organization continued success on all your future endeavors.
Thank you very much.
You gave it to me, it's mine now. Mayor Peter Chen.
Thank you. And I'm so honored to be here today to celebrate the ribbon cutting and founding of the Gracias Music Foundation. And I have to tell you that I'm not much into music. Maybe I will sing some karaoke's. You don't want to hear me. But I love songs because music is such a wonderful, wonderful thing. Because it has no language, it's international, everyone knows music. And even one old song, every single time you listen to it in different times, you have a different meaning to yourself. So, which is great. I mean, nothing in this world has this kind of effect on the emotion, the love, all the things that come with music. So with this, I want to congratulate the foundation and David especially that all your efforts in giving the students to learn what is music and give us the pleasure of listening to great music. So, and the readings will be much the same as the City of Glendale, so I'm not going to read it again. And just congratulations, and hope you have a very great future and teach a lot of great students. And I really hope that you will come to Monterey up to start the campus. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to give a little presentation right now, a little more about what the Gracias Music Foundation is all about.
Window unchecked.
Amen. we are even higher on this part of the list is Gracias Juan.
A little precursor of what you're going to see upstairs tonight in the concert. We have the choir here. We're going to have just a small ensemble. It's going to be a violin solo by violinist Junie Park. She'll be playing Salute d'Amour. And then we'll have a vocal ensemble, women's vocal ensemble with LOVE. And then a mixed vocal ensemble, Solamente Una Vez. My Old Kentucky Home will be the final song that they'll perform for us. Thank you. Give them a warm welcome. Let's give them another round of applause. Just a little precursor to what we have to see later tonight. You'll see that most of the members in our organization are Asian, right? Well, I have it on good authority that they are the Southern clan. So your donations are totally safe with us. We'll do the right thing with it. The donation box is over there on the table. I heard that some people take checks and they want to do donations, want to direct you to the right direction. Next, I'm going to introduce my wife, the treasurer of the Gracias Music Foundation, to come and give you a little further presentation before we move upstairs. Thank you.
That really is a tough act to follow. And like my husband just said, that is just a little glimpse of what's to come. So first, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here. I know you guys have battled through the traffic and the rain, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come here. This is very special to us. So we have prepared a quick presentation for putting me to work. I am presenting about the Gracias Music Foundation. And if everybody can kind of take a look there, it's a little bit difficult to read, but the motto of the foundation is music is change. And you guys have just witnessed what this truly means, music is change. I don't know how you guys felt while listening to the Gracias choir right now, but you know that love song, when that kind of started, I looked around the room and some people were bopping their heads like, oh yeah, it's lighthearted. And then it went to, you know, the other song where it was the old Kentucky home. I saw some tears in eyes. I saw the moods change. And that exactly is what music does. It brings people together. It unites people. It opens up your heart. And I'm sure that you guys, I don't know how you guys felt before the performance and now, but that's exactly what our motto is music is change. And it starts with you because we need each and every one of you guys to help us spread the word about this music foundation. So the founder's message is, having a dream plus never giving up equals tomorrow's music. As some of you guys know, I am an accountant, so this formulaic approach to the founder's message, I really love it. So the Gracias Music Foundation, the basic goals are to serve everyone of socioeconomic backgrounds and to help fulfill the dreams and aspirations of future musicians and artists. If you hear the background story of the members of the Gracias Choir, and you saw the presentation before this, which kind of showed about their background and the road that they took to get to where they are today, they had to overcome a lot of hardships and struggles. Some had no musical background, some had no financial support or no moral support. So it's with this mindset and the founder's message of, hey, if you have a dream, and you don't give up, that will be fulfilled in tomorrow's music. And the Gracias Choir was the inspiration for this foundation being set up. They are that dream. They lived that dream. They went through that journey and that path. And this is the kind of mindset that we want to instill in the members of the foundation and the students and youth who will benefit from this foundation. So our mission is to provide music education and outreach activities, world-class musical concerts which will feature renowned artists all throughout the world, master classes, and master classes are more like one-on-one teachings by professionals and experts, and outreach activities. The outreach activities will give students an opportunity to participate in impactful performances that will be performed at schools, retirement and assisted living centers, foster cares, military base, and hospitals. So this is kind of all the different projects of the GMF, the Gracias Music Foundation, but in the upcoming slides we'll touch more in depth about it, so you can just go to the next slide. So the Christmas Cantata. The Christmas Cantata is a theatrical performance that's been held in Los Angeles for the last 2 years at the Shrine Auditorium. The Christmas Cantata is comprised of 3 acts. The first act is opera, second is a musical, and the third act is the actual choir and orchestra performing. And we continue to do this every year. There will be 2 additional concerts in addition to the Christmas cantata. It will be the spring concert and the summer concert. These are the outreach activities that I touched briefly upon. This will give students the opportunity to perform at the schools, in retirement and assisted living centers, correctional facilities, military bases, foster care homes. And eventually, our ultimate goal is to have a Gracias Music School, and you can go to the next slide. This Gracias Music School will basically be a low tuition cost school, and students who are not able to pay for the low tuition cost, they'll be available to apply for scholarships. However, with that said, even if they are not the ones who are awarded the scholarships, there will be other means for students who have a passion and interest in attending and enrolling in this school to earn credits towards their tuition that aren't necessarily financial based needs. And master classes, these are the one-on-one classes that I spoke about before, which will be the one-on-one classes that are taught by the music professionals. And the master classes will not only be offered to the students who are enrolled in the Gracias Music School, but will also be offered to the general public. And I love this part. The Music Village is basically a place where students who are enrolled at the Gracias Music School will be able to rent musical instruments for free. So I'm not sure if some of you are musicians here, but I personally am a piano player, and musical instruments are very expensive. Pianos, violins. So this will be, better for the students. It's one less thing they have to worry about if they are financially burdened about buying a musical instrument for themselves. These will be free rentals for the students. Music camps will be community concerts, again, group performances and presentations, group activities and orientation. And these music camps all the activities won't necessarily be related to music. It might just be group type activities where the students get to know one another, where they get to open up their hearts and share with one another, and through that, they are open and more passionate about music. And so these are the different locations where the Gracias Music Foundation has been established so far. So for those of you who are sitting more towards the back, I know it's hard to read, but there's one in South Korea, China, Vietnam, Dominican Republic, New York, and now this is the official launch of the Los Angeles location. And eventually, we'd like to create a performing arts concert hall so that we could provide these world-class music performances to the general public. And we'd like to, eventually host our own music competitions for vocal, piano, string, wind, and percussion instruments, where we would provide the judges, the criteria, the location, and all that stuff to be able to hold a musical competition. Okay, and now Director Annie will come up and present the different membership levels and donations.
Thank you, Yunjin. I know she mentioned all the great programs that we have planned for our foundation, and I myself am an accountant, and of course none of these things would be possible, without the generous funding of our supporters and members. And I can personally say that keeping the books for the Gracias Music Foundation, until now we have our diamond level supporters here, and we're very thankful for them here. And because of them, we have our concerts, and behind all these things, there's costs that you don't see, like the plane tickets for our choir members to be able to come here, renting the venues and such like that to provide for the community. And most of that is funded from our supporters and our members. And so here, as Yunjin mentioned, we have different membership levels. It's a little bit difficult to read, but on your desks, you'll see that we have a little brochure here which talks about the different membership levels. And I hope that tonight you'll have an opportunity to look through this and to really to also become a member of this foundation. And so there's many different levels here, and at these are just guidelines for people, but generally, even $5 a month, sometimes $10 a month, that will guarantee you seating at all Gracias performances throughout the year. As Yusha mentioned, we have the spring concert, the summer concert, our Christmas cantata, and at the Shrine Auditorium for the past 2 years, it was sold out completely, and so it's a 6,300 capacity venue, and last year we had to turn away 1,000 people. So our events are very successful, and they're, Jacqueline was nodding her head, she was also there. Many of our supporters here at this reception have supported us throughout the years, and many new faces as well. And I hope that we can all become members before we leave tonight. And just briefly, the bronze level, it's $500. It starts from there. So this is a yearly accumulation. So for example, if you sign up, there's also a credit card donation form here, and you can donate $50 a month, $40 a month. Directly, you don't even have to think about it. It's deducted from your checking account or your credit card. And once that accumulates, you're already a bronze member. And as a bronze member, we have different membership benefits. And if you'll see over here, June and Heidi are wearing our GMF logo jackets. And so at the beginning of the bronze level, you'll be able to obtain a jacket. And there's also various other levels. I'm not going to read through every single different type of benefit you'll get. But like I mentioned earlier, we have a couple diamond members here, pearl members here, sapphire members here, people who work hard. We're a lot of people here, they really give generously from themselves, and it's not just money that they give, but they give their hearts. And everybody here who's volunteering for this organization, we're all volunteers. None of us get paid to work here. Yunjin and I, we both have day jobs. We're both accountants. We work across the street from each other. Both in our day job, and also we work together here at the foundation. And so, we pour our hearts into this, and it's just a small fraction of what the choir actually does. They devote their entire lives, and I'm not sure if you realize this, but the choir themselves, they are all volunteers. They are unpaid, and many people find that hard to believe, but it's true. And 100% of your donations and your funding will go towards our concerts, our programs and scholarships to provide music education to the students, and it'll go towards a great cause. And we hope that we'll have an opportunity to donate or contribute an amount before you leave tonight. We have donation boxes upstairs in the lobby, and we also have one here too as well. And so, next slide please. And so, just being a volunteer for this foundation has really changed my life, personally. And so, I'm just really thankful that I can be up here. It takes a lot of people to, put on an event like this, and mainly the Gracias Choir. We're so thankful that they're able to come here today. They travel all over the world, and really they give their entire lives, to provide music and to bring joy to others. And, thank you for joining us here tonight, and we really hope that you can become a part of this foundation. Thank you.
I want to add my thanks to Annie and to Yunjin for the long hours they put in making preparations for this event. I also believe in leadership by example. So I'm going to go over to the table and become a platinum member tonight.
Another thing, I'd like to give a round of applause to the Chef Leo, that catered such a lovely spread for us tonight. And for those that came late and didn't get to eat, please come over and have some eats and some drinks over there. We can still mingle around here a little bit. We're running a little too fast. And, that's what I was just told. Correct?
It's more time to sign up.
Exactly. So, meet all your neighbors around here. Great group of people we had, and thank you again for coming.
You get to keep the pen too.
So at about 6:45, we want to start making our way upstairs for the concert to get our seating. You'll see upstairs there are For our VIP members, there are tables set out about midway from the front where we all have seating there to be able to see the stage really well.
Yeah, your donations are tax deductible. The accountant asked. Yes, I know,
One more thing I was told to announce by the treasurer. You know, I get my wallet audited every day. She's like, where's that cash that was in your wallet? My Quicken isn't reconciling. Jeez, like, give me a break. So, your donations are tax deductible because we are a non-profit organization. And that's what I was told to announce.
Oh, yes, very nice.
Oh, did you go to the executive summit? Oh, is that right? Oh, that's kind of a, yeah, every time.